Well, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. PSG, for the first time in club's history, are in back-to-back Champions League final. Only the third time in the club's history have we reached the Champions League final. The third time in 6 years. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. PSG won, Bayern won, and we are into the final. We are into the final. I mean, just look at it. Just look at it right here. But we have to address something first. The refereeing decisions that were made. Let's get into it, shall we? Shall we get into it? Here it is. Right here. Here it is. Right here. So let's start it off. We have the Nuno Mendes handball. And then we have the 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎 Neves handball. And then obviously we have Vincent Kompany. Now let's start it right here. Nuno Mendes handballs it. And this would have been the second yellow of his game, which would obviously means 2 yellows means a sending off. And I believe this was around the mid-20 mark. So PSG would have had to play against 10 men for 60 plus minutes. And honestly, if Nuno Mendes gets sent off here, I don't think we go through. But the clip right before this shows that Konrad Laimer handballs the ball. He handballs it. Now, do I agree with the decision? I don't. I think Konrad Laimer's slight touch with the hand doesn't really affect the play that much. But we don't know. If Konrad Laimer's arm isn't there, does the ball stop? You know what I mean? So, overall, if I was a Bayern fan, I'd be fuming. But I can see why the referee made that call. So it's not the worst call in the world. But the next one we have. Now this right here is the 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎 Neves one. This is the 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 Neves one. I'm sure you've all seen it. As you can see, his arm sticks out like this. Hits about right here. And this is in the box. So if this was awarded as a foul, it'd be a penalty. Now, do I think this should be a penalty? Yes, it should. 100%. But by the law of the game, this is not a penalty. This is not a penalty. Do I agree with the decision? No, I don't. I don't agree with the decision. If I was a Bayern fan, my head would be on Mars. My head would be on absolute Mars. But this is the refereeing decision that was made. And in the end, by the rules of the game that we play, this is the correct decision. So you don't have to like it, but it is the correct decision. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the game. Because that's the game. So, if we look at the stats here, which this is why I say stats are misleading. Bayern with 66% possession, PSG with 34%, Bayern with 1.41 XG with PSG's 1.06, 18 total shots for Bayern Munich, 15 total shots for PSG, 6 shots on target for Bayern Munich, 7 shots on target for PSG, 3 big chances by each team, 2 big chances missed by each team. Bayern had 499 passes, PSG had 212. About the same amount of committed fouls. Same amount of fouls committed. PSG had 7 more corners. Now, if you've watched this game, which pretty much everybody in the world did, because who wants to miss out on a game like this, you would understand that PSG were definitely the better team. Yes, the 1-1 scoreline doesn't really show that, but if you watch the game, if you analyzed it, if you understand the game of football that we know and love, PSG were definitely the better team, and that's not up for debate. Now, let's talk about the players here. And we'll start off with the Bayern players. Why not? Manuel Neuer. Now, I thought Neuer had a good performance. The goal, it's just in the belly rocket. It's just in the belly rocket. Most keepers, except for probably Courtois, are stopping that. Absolute rocket. Neuer probably thought he was shooting somewhere else. Just lifted his hands and hoped nothing could do. But I thought overall I made some really good saves. Good saves on some 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 shots. Really good save on a 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 shot. A good save on a 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 shot. There's nothing Neuer could really do. So yeah, nothing for him to be about. Konrad Laimer, I didn't think he had the worst performance. I don't think he was good. I don't think it really affected the game. I mean, it wasn't really like nothing really happened with him. It was just a whatever he's on the field type of thing. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼, I don't think 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 was good. I really don't. I really think the rating's a bit high. I think he was the best out of the center back pairing, but overall distribution was fine per usual. He's arguably the best best ball playing center back on the planet, but I just think there were too many times where defensively on the left, he was not great. I think Kvara did great. I think 𝙎𝙁 did great when he came on. Dembele was on the left rarely amount of times. 𝙎𝙊𝘾 was on the left. He was doing good. So 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼, not his worst game, not his best either. 𝙎, I thought 𝙎 was poor. I really didn't think 𝙎 was poor. He's getting cooked on that right side. Really failed to help mark Dembele on that first goal. Was getting massively cooked by 𝙎𝙊𝘾, and he just was really poor. He was really poor. Not a great game from him. And he's had a very underrated season too. Stanisic, I'm surprised Stanisic got this high of a rating. I don't think he was as bad as he was in the first leg, but he wasn't great either. He wasn't as really good going forward, and defensively, again, he was kind of getting cooked by 𝙎𝙊𝘾, so I don't really know how he got this high of a rating. Kimmich was decent. He did cover the most distance in the game. He completed the most passes, which usually goes to Vitinha, so I guess there's that. But, I mean, one big chance created, which, 80 touches, 43% accurate long balls, some decent distribution, defensive contributions. I mean, I guess he was good in terms of duel, but I don't think it was a good performance, but I don't think it was bad either. Pavlovic, I thought Pavlovic was the best midfielder for Bayern. I really think that guy's extremely underrated, and the fact that he's only 22, I thought he was in his late 20s, is very good for Bayern, because I think he's very underrated. I think when people think of Bayern, they literally think of everyone else in the lineup but the two fullbacks and him. He gets no credit whatsoever. I think he's a really good midfielder, so Olise. Had the most touches out of anyone, by the way. I can't believe you had that many. You got absolutely locked up. After that first leg, I was like, oh my god, is Nuno Mendes going to get cooked? Nuno Mendes had an all-time performance. Olise, we're taking off the headphones for this, yeah? And we're going in... hold on. We gotta go in full for this. We gotta go in full, yeah? We gotta go in full. Michael Olise, you were absolutely garbage. You were so bad. Nuno Mendes and Fabian Ruiz had you doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. All 90. The mask you wore before the game, you didn't even need a mask because we didn't see you all game. You were awful. You were absolutely awful. Terrible. Musiala, I like Musiala. I rate Musiala. I think he's a very good midfielder. He's young, obviously 23. Just hasn't been the same since coming back from that injury. When Sergio Gnabry got injured, I was like, okay, they still have Musiala, but he just wasn't good. He wasn't good. I don't think he was awful, but he was not good. He did not deserve. That's why I think the rating apps are poor. This guy didn't even deserve a 5, in my opinion. Really didn't affect the game at all. When he got subbed off, there wasn't really much of a change, like a positive change. I think he got subbed off for Nicholas Jackson. You're not going to see a change with Nicholas Jackson, but it just wasn't good. Luis Diaz wasn't good either, really. I don't think he was that great, especially due to the fact that he was going up against a midfielder at right back. People were gassing Luis Diaz's performance off like he cooked for entire. I mean, Luis Diaz was poor. I don't think he was worse than 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎. He's not good. Kane, don't let this goal fool you. He was really poor. Didn't affect the game at all. Got locked up by Pacho, Marquinhos, all the midfielders. He was not in this game at all. And I've always tried to defend Kane. The other day I was calling him better than Benzema, but you were god awful today. As for the subs, Davies got the assist. Wasn't really affecting the game as much as he thought. When I saw him on the bench, I was like, oh, he's going to come on the game and make a difference. He was definitely better in the first leg. But yeah, I obviously he's coming back from a lot of injuries, so it makes sense. But I think he should be doing better. Kim and Jay, I mean, it wasn't really going to affect the game in 22 minutes. He's a defender, so he wasn't bad, but wasn't good either. Nicholas Jackson, I mean, you got 10 minutes on the pitch. Bayern needed goal in the subbing you on. I'm not even going to blame you, bro. As for PSG, Safanov. Hold on. Safanov. I say this wholeheartedly. You are better than Donnarumma. Now, hold on. Let's calm down. Has he reached a higher peak than Donnarumma? No. No, he has not. No, he has not. Okay? Is he more consistent than Donnarumma? Yes. Yes, he is more consistent than Donnarumma. Okay? Five saves. A very good save on Jamal Musiala. Your cross-claiming was very good. The goal, great finish from Kane. Nothing you can do. 2 punches, 2 throws. 1 time's acted as a sweeper. 2 diving saves. 9 recovery. 4 clearances. 45 touches. The passing stat, people are going to look at this and be like, oh, what's he doing? If you watch the game, he's just kicking the ball bounds on purpose because Enrique told him to. And Mendes, I mean, it's another day for Nuno Mendes. I mean, just locking up the best wingers in the world. Everyone's a Ballon d'Or contender until they face Nuno Mendes, and Olise is one of those people. I mean, as PSG fans, I would gas this up. We're just used to this. Pacho. You get a. If I'm taking my headset off, you have a. I want to read you this stat. I want to read you this stat. Had the most defensive contributions out of anyone with 13. With 13. I mean, this guy, bro, even the commentators were like, wow, this guy, 5 clearances, 5 tackles, 1 block, 2 headed clearances, 2 interceptions, 6 recoveries, was dribbled past 0 times, won all his ground duels, won half of his aerial duels. I mean, oh my god. That's just ridiculous. Marquinhos, I mean, he's been unbelievable this season defensively. Just did his job. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎, wow. I got nothing to say but golden boy. Was good going forward. It did what he needed to do defensively. We just asked him to put in a half decent shift, and he did. João Neves, nothing. It wasn't anything world class from João Neves. But it was really good. It was really good. I was really happy with what he was able to produce tonight defensively. And overall, he just did what he needed to do. This guy's unbelievable. And the fact that he's only 21 is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that we're going to have another good 10 plus years of him is crazy. Fabian Ruiz, very, very good. Very, very good. And I think he needed a good performance due to the fact that there was a lot of PSG fans, talking about, oh, well, sending Bayern to start. Fabian Ruiz was poor coming off the bench last game, which he was. But, yeah, overall, you got to appreciate what he did. Vitinha, I wouldn't say it's the best Vitinha game. I don't really think he was involved that much. I don't think it was one of the talking points of the game. Yeah. I don't think it was a bad performance. I mean, he did create the most joint. He did, have 4 chances created. 1 big chance created. He wasn't bad. But it wasn't a performance that's going to be remarkable. I thought 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 was sensational. I really do. I know people are calling Kvara for man of the match. I think you could argue Doué was their best attacker as well. He was sensational. He was sensational. And I think people are forgetting the fact that he's playing out his position. He's not a right winger, he's a left winger, but I mean, this guy, you can see where his heat map is. He's everywhere. Some of the shots he had against Manuel Neuer were absolutely ridiculous. The angles, that one where he dribbles past Kimmich and Diaz, it's unbelievable. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎, I mean, I got no words. Took the most shots, created the most joint chances, had the highest joint top speeds, 20.6 miles per hour. It's ridiculous, by the way. I mean, this guy was literally everywhere on that left-hand side, even on the right sometimes. This moment right here, he was on the right, he got fouled, and you can see Doué and Dembele just yelling. I mean, you could just see how much it means. This guy is absolutely unbelievable. He's by far the best league in the world. Dembele, besides the goal, didn't really affect the game. You could see only 21 touches. He wasn't really involved that much in the game. But defensively, he's always pressing. He's always doing what he needed to do. And overall, I mean, there's not really complaint. Barcola, I mean, came on the game, didn't really do much besides that one shot. But, I mean, it was an okay performance. He only got subbed on for 25 minutes. Just did what he needed to do. Braudo, literally was not even involved pretty much. Was just, I mean, his presence was enough. Subbing on as a CDM pretty much for Fabian Ruiz. Yeah, just did what he needed to do, I guess. Lucas Hernandez, same goes for him. Just defensively, done fine. Just clearing the ball out pretty much is all you needed to do, and just do your job. And Seny Manyulu filled in for Dembele pretty much at the end of the game, as that false 9. So again, nothing really special. Luis Enrique, I mean, this guy is comfortably. This guy is so far comfortably the best manager in the world. This guy, yeah, has played 170 matches as a PSG manager. He has won 119 of them, drawn 27, lost 24. That is a ridiculous record. A ridiculous record, yeah? It is absolutely unbelievable. And now, in the span of 24 days, PSG will play Arsenal in the Champions League final. The 2026 Champions League final. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this at all.